Hello, my name is Rat. That's my name. Legally. No, it's not. The console wars are dumb as fuck. They're annoying as fuck to listen to. It makes gamers look like morons. And it makes gamers suffer. And I also have an analogy that I want to get to. And also some news you may not have heard of. So let's start with the first point. It's annoying as fuck. I think it's annoying as fuck to go online and see a bunch of kids talk about some stupid shit about how this console's better than the other, whenever neither of them are better. They're just different. It's a subjective experience. If you want to join gaming, then all you have to do is pick which one you like the best. And that's it. That's all you really need to do. If you want to become a gamer, that's it. Pick which one you like and stick with it. Or don't. It's really no biggie. To argue about it all the time, it makes us look like morons. Point 2. If someone comes online and sees some kids arguing about which console is the best, they're going to look at this situation and see it for what it is. Infighting. It's the community eating itself alive. So, if you are an outsider looking in on, say, designer products, and someone says that Prada is better than Gucci, and someone says that Gucci is better than Prada, does it really matter all that much? I mean, think about it. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter, but also, it's two designer products that look stupid as fuck either way. It doesn't matter. From an outside perspective looking in, it makes us look like morons. So just stop infighting. It doesn't make us look better, and it doesn't help us. It makes us suffer. That's point 3. It makes us suffer because it perpetuates exclusives. Exclusives are the bane of gamers' existence. I say this because I grew up with Halo, and I felt bad for everybody who didn't grow up with Halo. People grew up with PlayStation games like Naughty Dog games and shit like that, and they felt bad for me because they didn't get to grow up with those games whenever we both had really great childhoods, but for completely different reasons. I'm an Xbox nerd, obviously. I like Halo. But I also own a PlayStation 4 because I like playing, games on that. I think Detroit Become Human is a great game, but I couldn't play it on PC because I don't have a PC. And I couldn't play it on Xbox because it wasn't on Xbox. So I got a PlayStation 4 for Christmas one year, and it was great. I love the game. I love all of the games that I could find on PlayStation. I have probably changed my mind on PlayStation because I got one. It's not a better experience. It's a different one. It's a completely different one. It's just different, and that's it. So I do want to bring up an analogy I had, and this may help you to understand this better. And by the way, in conclusion to all 3 of those points, just stop fighting about which is the best. You look like morons, and you're perpetuating an idea that exclusive games are the best thing for companies to do. If we just stop putting up with bullshit like this, we won't have to suffer and not get to play games that we would be able to previously. Now, here's the analogy. Whenever we're talking about war, we're talking usually about 2 countries going to war. But this is one community. We're not 4 countries, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. We are one country with 4 districts. And these districts are at war. 2 of them actually are at war. None of the other ones. Nintendo is doing their own thing, and PC does not need to go to war because it's just the best. And that's kind of just a hard pill to swallow for me especially. But PC's the best. It has every game, no exclusives. You can play any game except for maybe Nintendo games, but even then you can get an emulator. And it also, you can just make the performance better. You're not stuck with 60 frames per second. You can go to 120. You can increase your bitrate exponentially with PC. It's the best. but it's expensive, so it's difficult to get into. So the way that this country is structured, you got PlayStation, Xbox, they're feuding together. You got PC in the middle, and you got Nintendo doing their own thing at the bottom. Nintendo, I love Nintendo. I also have a Nintendo Switch. I play Xbox. I play Smash Bros on it all the time. It's fucking awesome. I love the Nintendo. But it does its own thing. It really doesn't engage with either company all that much. Even Sony, which is another Japanese electric company that makes consoles, is not really feuding with it because, I mean, the games Nintendo produces are so different. So that's why I say that it's a completely separate thing. It's doing its own thing. But Xbox and PlayStation are fighting all the time. Like I said, again, PC is the best. It's the capital. That's where you want to go if you got the money for it. But once you enter the country through the outskirts, you either enter through the Nintendo side, the Xbox side, or the PlayStation side, and the Xbox side. Those are the three ways you enter the country. And the goal is to get to the PC, or you can just stay with a console. Either way, doesn't really matter. But, you know, PC's where all the rich folk hang out, and you're rich, man. You gotta get up there, bro. Anyway, two of these districts are at war. Xbox and PlayStation. Now, this is the console war here. It's a civil war, but it's also a pretty cold one. I mean, we're just showing each other our weapons and not really doing much else with it. Now, recently, Xbox has offered a peace treaty to PlayStation in the form of Combat Evolved, Halo Combat Evolved, the first Halo to ever dropped, coming to PlayStation, which is a great thing. If you don't know, Halo Combat Evolved is having a remake, not too unlike Halo 2, which if you don't know, Halo 2 had a really good remake. It's got all of the, like, a bunch of reanimations, all of the models are completely different. It's a completely different game. It's, you know, same story and all of that, but it looks completely different. Now, they're doing the exact same thing to Combat Evolved. Now, you may think, like, oh, didn't they do the same thing? That was a remaster, and it is the worst way to play Combat Evolved, in my opinion. They really screwed the pooch on that one. But this remake, if it's like Halo 2, oh my god, we're going to have a field day. We're going to have kids who play PlayStation growing up playing Halo. And that's fucking insane to me. And it's good because it just doesn't allow us to suffer. It doesn't allow these kids that are growing up on PlayStation to suffer not having played Halo. And it opens the door for PlayStation to, you know, offer up The Last of Us, you know, or, you know, maybe put an Uncharted game on Xbox. Who knows? But it opens that door, and it's a really great thing to do. So this peace treaty comes to, Xbox offers a peace treaty to PlayStation, and hopefully this will end the war. But we keep perpetuating it by arguing about it. So let's stop arguing about which console is the best, because it's just a different experience with either console, and it really doesn't matter which one you choose. It's just up to you. So choose which console you want the best. Stop hating on your fellow gamer. It's not cool. Do drugs. Stay out of school and drink some water.